This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake it.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out your eyes.
Sway in the morning, Shade 4-5. I had to take him back. Do you wanna ride?
In the backseat of my caddy, chopping up with do or die.
Do you wanna ride?
In the backseat of my caddy. With the broken hips, the choking tips, with the provoking hips. Ooh,
Get
ooh,
it.
ooh.
Yo,
I
you
love
have
that
the beat,
song.
have the
I
beat.
love that song.
Yo, Twista,
What's
have the
up,
beat was
family?
saying your rhymes,
Yo, because,
dog.
man, I used to get dressed to that. That was just like, get ready. Tune
Okay,
up.
dude, let me hear his flow.
No, don't do that,
Come on,
Sway.
Heather. He right here. Do you wanna ride? In the backseat of my cat. Go ahead, Heather. You
Chop it up with do it.
There you go.
So he could tell me I said all the words wrong?
Yo, Twista is here, man.
Yo,
you know,
what up?
It's always great to have you on the show, man.
Yes.
Yo,
What's up, big dog?
it's dudes like Twista, it's dudes like Common, you know, somebody like Nas, you know, dudes that like when King Tech and I first started,
Yeah.
they were first starting. We just kind of grew up in the game together,
Right,
you
right.
know? And I remember being in the Bay and just playing songs like, you know, like that one, or you know, anything that Twista was doing or Common was doing, and you look, you know, Common just won the Golden Globe for original song for the movie Selma. You see that?
You know, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
That's big. That's big.
That's
Congratulations to the homie.
Yeah, and
You know?
then you know, and you got Grammys?
No,
But you got Grammy nominated.
nominated.
Grammy
you
nominated,
know.
right?
Yeah.
And,
sure.
and, you know, and then you watch like that. Back then, you never thought that would happen.
Nah. You know, that was big for me, you know, to just be a person in the crib, just wanting to, you know, be seen as a MC or somebody who can spit, just do a little bit.
Yeah.
And to be sitting in that crowd like, wow, I'm sitting in this audience nominated for a Grammy. I never thought it would get this far.
Right.
So it was crazy, yeah.
Did you
Yeah, I think
sit
about
next
it.
to somebody that you looked at like, damn, that's so and so from the big screen, or that's so and so that just you kind of
Always. I think one of my biggest moments was winning the Vibe Award and just going on the red carpet, and it was LL there. And he just kept looking at me. You know, he was just checking me out, watching me soak it all in, you know. And the only thing he said to me, he just looked at me, he said, see what perseverance will get you. That's all he said to me right there.
Yo, for real, I think this need to be the year of LL, man, because I just don't feel like we acknowledge LL as much as he needs to be acknowledged.
You always make that point when people
I
name
feel
their
that too,
top five
right?
that they
Yeah,
leave him
yeah.
out. Sway always makes that point that people overlook LL with all his accomplishments from movie to television and film. He's done a lot. He's done a lot.
Yeah.
He definitely played a big part in the beginning for me. You know, when everybody was naming all of these other artists, LL was definitely one. I was knowing every rhyme, you know, every album, paying attention. He helped molded me as far as hip hop in the beginning. You know, watching what he was doing. You know,
And he held the crown for years. Right?
Oh yeah.
L was the hardest thing in rap.
Oh yeah.
And
For
then
a
he
long
also
time.
made the most crossovers. So when I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall. In the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call, telling me I need a girl sweet as a dove. For the first time in my life, I think I'm in love.
Damn,
Before
Sway.
people knew what a crossover record was, he was
Right.
making them. You know.
He was doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Before Drake.
Yeah, he was the first Drake.
Well, he said he was the GOAT back when we didn't know what
the
that stand
GOAT
for.
means, yeah.
He said,
Is he
I
calling
mean,
himself a beast of burden? You know, we didn't know. What is he? You know, but then we figured out what that meant. Twista is here, man, and one of the things that's sustained your career is your ability to adjust to the times and not lose yourself in it.
Yeah.
And then putting yourself and branding yourself with things that are just simply groundbreaking, like this one-shot competition that we're doing right now, Heather B.
I know
where
it.
we're giving
Oh,
up
yeah.
$100,000 to a lucky artist who submitted through our auditions on myoneshot.tv. When we go to Chicago on February, the weekend of the 13th,
Right.
Twista is going to be our celebrity judge.
Amazing.
That's right.
And we put together Liz Crooked Eye, King Tech, and I, people we just respect and who have made hits.
dope.
And who have helped others make hits and who have an eye, ear, and talent for this. So, hey, man, what it means for you to be on that side, you know, judging a competition and helping to find that next guy.
Crazy. It's crazy. Like, I come a long way. You know, I've been wanting to do something like this on a scale like this with respected people, you know. So for it to come to Chicago and me to represent the city or the Midwest and do my thing as far as helping pick the talent, I think I'm definitely going to bring something to the table.
Absolutely.
I'm definitely going to bring up certain things and subject matters and just stuff that artists wouldn't even think that I would pay attention to or a judge would pay attention to. So I'm definitely going to do some of my greatest critiquing when it goes down.
It's going to go down. We just did Charlotte this past weekend, had over 1,000 kids show up to audition.
Wow.
And Atlanta, and we did that with RZA was the celebrity judge. Atlanta will be the 25th of the weekend of the 25th. T.I. is going to end DJ Drama are going to be celebrity judges there.
Wow.
Did I mention Drama have to be?
Just now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, Twista is here. We're going to open up the phone lines, 888-742-3345. You're part of a new track from an album, Money Sucks, Friends Rule, and it's called All That. And you teamed up with somebody that wouldn't necessarily seem like a likely pairing. Talk about that.
Man, that's my joint right there. That Dylan Francis joint. It's just a different feel of music that's really right up my alley. When you listen to my cadence and my flow, and you think about house music and that sound and just where I come from, and when you listen to what he do, it's like really right up my alley. So when I heard the track, I just wanted to jump on it and put a spark on it and do something different that I hadn't heard people do to those type of beats. So when I heard the track come out the way it did, I was like, wow, he chopped it up crazy.
Dylan Francis, man.
Oh, yeah.
Down with Diplo. Let's take a listen. 888-742-3345. All that. Dylan Francis. The album is Money Sucks, Friends Rule. Twista is here. You know, I think it's smart. I watched Waka Flocka kind of get into that EDM world. And it just kind of changed his whole life. You know what I mean? Doing music festivals, traveling around the world, open them up to a whole new audience. Yeah. Is that what you're looking for too?
Really, just expanding, because I've been doing what I've been doing so long. I think after a while you become respected for what you do, and I think people expect you to kind of venture out and try different things. So I think that's what the EDM thing is, as well as like other things I'm gonna be like experimenting with, you know, with just music. I think it's time for it, and I think I can hold my ground as far as me still being me, and then doing what I'm trying to do with that music. So definitely you're gonna see me doing some different things, you know.
Okay.
You being in it for so long, I remember meeting you a long time ago. How do you sustain? Like, it's a lot of days people, especially actually rapping, you wake up like, I don't want to do this shit no more. Like, I'm sick of it. Management, label changes, the whole nine. How do you get through things like that? How do you sustain it?
I think with me, I still genuinely love the music, and I genuinely love it as it's being created or reinvented by the youth. So when I see like somebody new come out, that usually a person that's a little older might say, that ain't real music, or that's not that. With me, it's like I want to know why you're gravitating towards it.
Yeah.
So when I hear it, I'm like, I ain't got no type. I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. First off, when I'm hearing it, I feel happy that I still got that youthful ear. Like, okay, I like it too. You know, they like it. I like it too. Cool. And then when you start watching, you know, seeing how everybody moving to it, vibing, and just catching that whole vibe. I think with me, my whole thing is just I stay youthful with the music. I pay attention to what they doing. When I look at the little guys making new songs, I still get excited. You know, and I still want to do songs with them, you know, stuff like that. So I think that's what it is with me, just being in tune with the youth and how they vibe with the music.
Dope.
You know?
Yeah, that's hella dope. And it also makes me think, I've always felt that you had this really awesome OG energy. And, you know, if all of the young kids coming out of Chicago.
That's pimping. Oh, I'm sorry, man.
I recognize it. Do you mentor any of these kids that come out of Chicago? Like, of rappers, like we got Bibby, we got Herb.
I would say not directly. I would say I'm more of a person that leads by example and demeanor, you know. And if they ask me certain questions, I'm definitely always there to answer them. You know, every once in a while, somebody might ask me, you know, yo, Twist, how you do this? Or how you do this so long? Or, you know, and so I always give them advice from that perspective. But I'm not the one to just go around like, hey, I'm the OG, and just trying to shove everything I know down every rapper's throat, you know. So it's not like that. I'm like, just laid back, and I'm open for it when they come to me.
Dope.
All right, we got MO on the line for Louisiana. Go ahead. What you want to say to Twista, man?
Yeah, first off, good morning, Sway, Heather B. Tracy.
Hey, man, good morning, man. Hey, man, MO, you all
That's
right
what's
with
up.
me, man?
That's what's up.
First off, this is my first time calling, and I'm glad I get to speak to Twista.
Uh-oh.
So, what I want to know from Twista is, when are we going to get the Twista DJ Drama Gangsta Grills album?
That's a good one.
That's a good question.
I just got to catch Drum, man. We got to holler and get it in. We always talk about it when I see him, but, one day I'm going to kidnap him, take him in the studio for a while, and we going to get it off. So, I'm glad you brought it up, and be looking forward to something like that. You hear him, Drum, you already know I'm going to hit you.
DJ Drama.
Sway gonna be with him next week. Get Sway
Want
involved.
me to talk to him?
Yeah, Sway already know.
I'll call you.
Sway, man.
I'll stand next to Drama, and then they call you, and then hand him the phone.
Yeah.
Scottie Pippen.
I was gonna say that.
What up, Drum?
We got Terry from Detroit. Go ahead, say what's up to Twista.
Yo, what up, though, Sway in the morning? What up, though, Twista?
What up, Big T?
Yo, what up, T? What's happening?
Shit out here eating up this gray pavement, man. Road warrior out here.
That's right. Give it up for our Road Warriors, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's up. Hey, Twista, I've been following you since, man, 92. I grew up with you. I am still a huge fan. I've been waiting on this dark horse for a minute. But the question I have is that one of my favorite albums, especially collab albums of all time, is you and the Speed Now Monster My Stability album.
Oh,
I
yeah.
wanted to know, was you going to ever work with Lifty Stokes and Maze again to drop another one? Because that is such a classic. Classic.
Man, thank you for bringing that up, bro. That's one of my favorite albums I did, too, that doesn't get brought up a lot.
Monsters,
that mobster sound, that whole feel we had. Definitely always open to working with anybody I work with to create such a sound. So, be looking forward to it. I'm also working on a new project with Do or Die. That's gonna be crazy.
With
too,
Do or
coming
Die?
out. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. We got that
All
original
original
sound.
members?
We got that original sound going. Of course.
Yeah?
Yeah. Me, AK, B-Lo. Yeah, we've been getting it in.
Oh, man, that's interesting. So what's the status on that? Did y'all, how far?
We
Y'all got to come up here and perform songs first. Like
Oh,
original.
man.
Man, I'd love to have
Anytime.
that up here, man.
Yeah,
So
that'd be
what's the
dope.
status? How deep are y'all in on it?
We gonna put out a EP right now. We halfway finished with it, but we got some good music. I'm real excited about it, and I think people gonna be shocked when they hear it.
Man.
That's dope.
Okay,
One you're gonna hear and you're gonna be like, damn, they sound exactly the same the way they supposed to sound when they get together.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear that, and then two, you're gonna be like, oh, this way you get that Twista and Do or Die sound elevated to some Today shit. You know, so
yeah,
it's gonna be fun.
Twista, ladies and gentlemen. And hey, listen, he brought gifts, man. Him and Raw, they brought some. This is in Chicago. Garrett Popcorn is legendary. It's like hot dogs on Coney Island.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Tacos on the West Coast.
Okay.
Pimping in Oakland. I'm just
Amen.
joking. Garrett Popcorn. So y'all brought some, right? Why is it so popular, man?
Man, it's just delicious, man.
Taste test.
It's so good. That Garrett's so good. You got to keep the bucket a couple of months after the popcorn gone.
Damn,
Smell it.
You
That's
know,
like
just-
a Crown
just to
Royal
look at
bag.
it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
a Crown Royal
Royal
bag
bag.
all day.
Oh, I'm sure it's
You
good,
know,
man.
man. One of you right
What
here.
kind is it?
Pop caramel and cheese. Hey, you gonna be at South by Southwest, right?
Oh yeah.
You gonna do a showcase there?
South by Southwest is something I'm looking forward to this year because I get to do, like you were saying, a showcase, a Chicago showcase, and it's one of the first for me. Like, yeah, okay, Twista, ooh, I'm coming out. I'm gonna put a showcase together and just let all of the Midwest artists that I think is hot come on this one forum and just rock out. So
You gotta get G Herbo on there.
who?
Lil Herb, you gotta
Oh,
get
man,
Lil
that's
Herb
the
on there.
homie, man.
You gotta get Dreezy on there. You gotta get Bibby.
You know, when I first was working, like when I was doing some of my first music with Traxter, legendary Traxter, and all of them. When we were young, one day I talked to Lil Herb recently, and he reminded me that he was the nephew of one of my buddies, K-Tone, that worked with Traxter, and he was running around the house as a little shorty when we was in there doing music. So he came up, that's why he's so dope. He came up listening to us. He was listening to us doing the music, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Okay. All right. Man, Twista, man, thank you for coming through. We about to play next, DJ
Oh,
Wonder.
man.
Oh, okay. What song we gonna play? Let's play. What song you want to play off the album?
Man, I don't know. What you want to hear, man? What's your vibe? What vibe you want to hear? Just give me the vibe.
I wanted to go with the Burning, but I want to do Beast.
That's my joint right there.
Yeah, because Beast is, Beast is one that's purely Twista.
Yeah, I'll talk about a few things on it.
Okay, Sway the Morning. Thank you for coming by, homie.
Thank you for always having me.
Man, you're my brother, man.
You know it. You know it.
Right.
It's Sway in the Morning, only on Shea 45.